The United States has a drone army ready for China. China leads the global consumer drone market, with Shenzhen company DJI holding around 70% of the market share and offering affordable drones. The Ukrainian war has marked a decisive turn in the strategic use of cheap, small drones on the modern battlefield. Work is underway to transfer its production from the Chinese factory to the American one. Pentagon plans to boost domestic drone production. The Pentagon seems to have an ace up its sleeve to revolutionize the future war, a host of thousands of compact, low-cost drones. The unobvious ambition behind this plan? Stimulate domestic production of unmanned aircraft and break the armor that China has forged in that market. As the program has been named, Replicator has given hope to US drone manufacturers eager to support a domestic manufacturing operation. Strengthening the drone supply chain that does not pass through China is essential for defense strategists in the face of the small risk of a future conflagration with the Asian giant. In the words of Doug Beck, director of the Pentagon's Defense Innovation Unit, valuable lessons have been learned about the novel use of the industrial base to support the needs highlighted in situations such as those in Ukraine. China's shadow grows, becoming a key driver of this novel program. The Pentagon's ambitions for drone production. The Pentagon plans for the Replicator program to produce thousands of unmanned aircraft units by the end of next year. However, many experts are skeptical about the Pentagon's optimism and the challenge of adjusting to this schedule due to the lengthy processing and approval of the defense budget. As noted by Paul Shary, Vice President of the Center for a New American Security, a former Department of Defense worker and an expert on autonomous weapons policy, this is a challenging and ambitious goal. And the clock doesn't stop ticking. Although the name Replicant derives from a fictional machine from the television series Star Trek, the heads of the Defense Innovation Unit, DIU, assure that the name points to their intention to develop a process that can be replicated in other industries. Drones are the first target of this replicable method, called Replicator 1. China dominates the global consumer drone market. China leads the global consumer drone market, with Shenzhen company DJI holding around 70% of the market share and offering affordable drones. For strategic reasons, US authorities consider it prudent to develop alternative sources, given that the relationship between the United States and China will remain fiercely competitive for years to come. The possibility of future conflict on the island of Taiwan, a hotspot in geopolitical tensions with China, would force the US military to send in non-Chinese-made drones. The usefulness of low-cost drones in modern warfare. Gregory C. Allen, former Director of Strategy for the Defense Department's Joint Artificial Intelligence Center, noted the US military's trend toward acquiring high-end drones, such as the $220 million Global Hawk model. However, involvement in the Ukrainian war has demonstrated the usefulness of also having large numbers of low-cost drones for kamikaze missions, those from which they are unlikely to return. This is a paradigm shift in terms of the cost and effectiveness of drones, said Allen, who currently serves as director of an artificial intelligence center at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a think tank from Washington. In contrast to the ubiquitous high-value drones, Ukrainian soldiers have been using them in large numbers in their engagements, equipped with bombs for outbound missions and reconnaissance of combat terrain. These drones, which are mostly manufactured in China and cost around $2,000 a unit, have managed to cause untold damage to Russian military equipment, even though their communication is susceptible to Russian interference. According to the UK-based Royal United Services Institute, Ukraine is consuming 10,000 drones per month, a telling figure of the important role these low-cost drones play in modern warfare. Skepticism about the Replicator program. Doubts are growing about whether the Pentagon will buy enough drones each year to sustain an expansion of the US industrial base. Loren Thompson, a defense consultant at the Lexington Institute, thinks it could be just a fad or a turning point in the defense industry. Representative Mike Gallagher, ARWI, chairman of the House Armed Services Subcommittee on Cyber, Information Technology and Innovation, shares concerns that without a dedicated budget, Replicator could cannibalize other programs. Future funding of the Replicator program in doubt. The financial support received by the Replicator program may be reserved for external financing. Although the House of Representatives has proposed a new $1 billion fund for the DU, part of the 2024 defense budget, the Senate has rejected the proposal. If the DU does not have an expanded budget, it will have to make use of reallocating funds from other parts of the defense budget. National drone companies are actively seeking their place in the Replicator program despite the lack of clarity in many details of the initiative. Red Cat's Jeff Thompson sees the show as an intriguing possibility and aspires to participate. According to Thompson, his company plans to move all manufacturing to its new plant in Salt Lake City and sell its consumer division that manufactures in China. The factory, which has around 100 workers, has the capacity to produce thousands of drones per month at a cost of $14,800 per unit. Thompson believes large-scale production could reduce this cost. Thanks for watching.